Hello Equity Agents, it's Paul here from Equity Colorado. Today I'll be showing you how to export documents from CTM and how to upload them to dotloop for review. This video does not explain how to build your transaction packet nor how to use the CTM software. For that information, please attend a Marketing Tools and Systems class at the DTC office or contact CTM Support Center to register for one of their training classes. Okay, so first things first, I want to remind you how you can start a new file in CTM. All you need to do is click Create New Contract, and on this screen you can access listing contracts, sales contracts, disclosures, and just about every other document that you'll need in your transaction. If you scroll down, you'll also see an Equity Colorado section that contains our specific forms, such as the listing file checklist, the under contract checklist, and the buyer file checklist. To open the document, just click the Go button, and CTM will open the file in a separate window where you can check boxes and start drafting. Alright, so now that I've shown you how to access documents, I'm going to skip ahead and open a buyer-side transaction that I'm working on in CTM. Remember, if you have any questions about how to complete forms or use CTM, please contact their support center for assistance. This video is only to show you how to submit your files for review. Okay, so here's my example buyer-side transaction with the documents I've drafted in CTM. This next part is very important. To ensure that Equity is reviewing your documents throughout your transaction, we would like you to upload your documents to dotloop as your transaction unfolds. In other words, when a document is signed by both parties, you should upload that document to dotloop, so Equity has documentation of each file as you go. As an example, I have an amend extend here that I'm working on that was just signed by both parties. I'm going to export this document from CTM and upload it to dotloop so Equity is aware that a new document in this transaction has been completed. So to export my amend extend, I'm going to click Save All Docs to File or CD located in the menu on the right-hand side of the page. When you click Save All Docs to File or CD, CTM allows you to check the boxes next to the documents that you'd like to download. This feature is slightly different than the Print All PDF feature that you're used to because it allows you to download individual documents rather than combining all of your paperwork into a single PDF. So I'm going to check the box next to my amend extend, scroll to the bottom of the page, and then click Download. CTM will then download that file to my computer. And as you can see, the download went straight to my Downloads folder, but your computer will most likely ask you where you want to save the document. I usually recommend saving the document on your desktop so it's easily accessible. So I'm going to click and drag this file to my desktop, open the folder, and inside we'll see my agreement to amend extend in PDF form. Alright, congratulations, you just exported your documents from CTM, and the process is halfway over. So we're going to let that document sit on our desktop. We're going to jump back to the internet. We're going to access our dotloop account at dotloop.com. So if you've never logged into your dotloop account, don't panic. Just click Forgot Your Password and you can reset your account. This is the home screen. And dotloop organizes your transactions by what they call loops. So your layout might look a little bit different than mine. There's two views to switch between, list view and grid view. To create a new loop, we just want to click the plus sign here or the create loop link. Next, we're going to name our loop, and there's a specific format that we're looking for. So we're looking for your name, the type of transaction, your client's name, and the property address. So again, just your name, the type of transaction, buyer or listing, your client's name, and the property address. From there, we just want to click Create Loop, and we'll be directed to the home screen of that loop. Before we start uploading documents, there's a few tasks that we need to complete to organize our loop. The first of which is to select the transaction type. So for a buyer side transaction, click Purchase, or for a listing, you can select Listing for Sale. Selecting the transaction type is important because it will help you stay better organized, and it helps our compliance team quickly locate your files. Next, under the Documents section, you'll see a blank folder here. This is where I'll be uploading the amend extend I saved to my desktop earlier, but before I do, I'm going to rename the folder by clicking the 3 dots located to the right and selecting Rename. Since this is a buyer side transaction, I'm going to name this folder Buyer Packet. This is where I'll upload all of the documents from this current transaction. Next, we're going to click Add Document. In the middle here, you'll see a Browse option, which will allow you to locate files saved on your computer. If you recall, we saved that amend extend from earlier to my desktop, so I'll open the folder, select the amend extend, and I always like to preview the document to make sure it's the one I'm trying to upload. And this looks good. So with the document selected, I'm going to click the Choose button, and you'll see .loop adds the document straight to the folder that we just created. Now let's talk about submitting your files for review. So the most important thing is that your documents are in the .loop system. About a week before your closing takes place, you should have all of your documents added to .loop, and you can officially submit your paperwork to our corporate office for review. The nice thing about .loop is that you can submit your files to Todd and Stacey for review before your final submission to our corporate office. Now let's take a look at how to submit your files accordingly. In the right-hand corner, you'll see a link that says Submit to Review. When you click on that link, you'll be asked to confirm the property address. Once you've entered the property address, click Next. As you can see, the system recognized the buyer packet folder that we created earlier. This shows the importance of creating folders so you can check the box next to the folder that you'd like to submit. Next, click the Select Type link and you'll see a few different options. If you want to submit your contracts early to Todd and Stacey, select Assistant/Broker Review. When you're ready to submit your files to the corporate office about a week before your closing, you'll select Corporate Review Buyer Packet or Corporate Review Listing and Under Contract Packet if you're working on a listing transaction. In this example, I want Todd and Stacey to look at my amend extend before I submit to corporate, so I'm going to select Assistant/Broker Review. And as a last step, I'm going to quickly type a message to Todd and Stacey in the text box asking if they can review my amend extend. This text box is helpful because you can include any important details that Todd or Stacey or our corporate office need to know about your transaction as they review your files. From here, just click the Submit button, and you'll see a notification at the top of the screen that your folder has been submitted for review. If you're submitting your contracts to Todd and Stacey for review, you'll see a response within a few business days. If you're submitting your final paperwork to the corporate office for review, you'll see a response within 24 hours telling you that your packet has been approved or that you may be missing a few items. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this video, and if you have any questions about this information, please don't hesitate to contact us at your convenience.